Hello, it's that time of the month again where we have a look at what Hachette Partworks has sent us. If you don't subscribe, you probably already got the issues because we get them after everyone else has got their issues. Pointless subscription, really, model. As a subscriber, you should get them first and then they go in the shops. But hey ho, that's nothing me grumbling. But anyway, I'm leaving it in the package this time. So the last time I got accused of faking putting the palette in, which was the most bizarre thing I've ever been accused of. And I've been accused of some bizarre things. Why would I do that? And at the time of recording, I didn't even know there was an issue of people not even getting their palettes. And even if I knew that, what would I have to gain from saying, ooh, I got mine? Weird. Anyway, so here we go. So you're going to have to put up with all the rustling. So the reason why I do it, let me just get rid of the paperwork. Oh, okay. So first of all, make sure my address isn't on this. That's fine. First of all, the first thing we got is this, which is a letter. Read the Amethyst Stave, the thrilling first novella from Warhammer Realms trilogy. Knight Incantor Exandra Exorbolt and a Sacrosanct Chamber Warriors from the Hammers of Sigmar have been sent to the realm of Death and Shire. Their task is to prevent the Nighthawks from retrieving a deadly magical weapon in the name of their cruel god Nagash. If they are to retrieve which they seek, Exandra and her allies must journey into the haunted war-ridden wilds of Lyria and contend with an army of murderous geists. Each novella in this trilogy is beautifully crafted with coloured page edges. I can see that here. Hopefully you can as well. Where am I? And an exclusively designed front cover featuring gold foil for the premium feel. The three novellas line up to form a flowing piece of artwork which will look stunning on your shelf. The third novella comes with a specially designed slipcase to house the three novellas together. This brand new novella comes for a special price of $12.99. As a subscriber, you've already reserved your copy. Yep. So you automatically opt in. I'm going to keep it because I think that's cool. So yeah, having that when it comes. So there's that. It's the first thing. Here we are. Here are the issues. We've got 26, 25, 24 and 23. Let's start off with issue 23, shall we? That's what it looks like. Again, time for the crickle of opening. Sorry, headphone users. Got some bases, and I called it, didn't I, with Basegate. I said when we got the other set of bases that were also wrong, people would freak, and they have. And there was a letter going around via email apologising for it for the second time they sort of made a mistake of bases. What I got here: Liberators and Prosecutors. So I'm imagining Liberators are the dudes with the shields here. And let's see if I can drop this down. Hold on. There we go. I think that's somewhat better. But yeah, so, and I imagine the Prosecutor's this big flying chap here. So yeah, that's cool. Luckily I painted last month's models. I think that's the first time for me ever. So obviously we got a bit about Liberators here. Incidentally, after I posted in the Facebook group about how people are separating their binders, I was going to try and do it in sections of this, but someone just come up with a great idea and just said, look, they're putting all this in one binder, all that in another binder, and probably not once, because this is not needed. You don't need it. It's probably just going to lose this. So at the moment I do have, I think I've got that in one binder and the purple in a separate binder, and I'll probably in time will lose that. So yeah, that was an idea. I won't throw it away just for, because you know, I like a bit of a geek, I can keep it. I might even, heck, accept the third binder if we ever get one just for that stuff. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, so talking about shield walls and all the Liberators. So these are effectively, yeah, base troops, aren't they, really? We had, what was it, Cascaders as the other ones? These are your base ones. Obviously a bit of information about Prosecutors next. Yeah, so it's your standard stuff. You read this, you're used to this by now. Ooh, Forged in Azure. So yeah, talking about his Komitsu. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The Newly Dead. So this is from that sort of fake diary traveling dude. Yeah. So these are going to talk about what, zombies, I guess. Human zombie. Yeah, nice. Pretty cool. I like that. Then we're talking about necromancers, dire wolves, and corpse carts. So that's all going to be dead walkers, zombies. Just call them zombies. Games Workshop. That's what they are. They're zombies. There we go. So there's that. How-to guide, painting guide. Are we still just at the gold shade, dry brush silver? Yep. We must be moving on by now, surely. It looks looking a bit better. Let's have a look how it looks at the end. Yeah, alright. We're getting there. We've got some pretty much finished models now. Look at that. War scrolls. Yeah, so we're getting war scrolls now. I'm enjoying these. In fact, we're getting war scrolls. War scrolls. Special abilities on the back. Laylo the Tyrants. And Warlords, powerful models have wounds characteristics 5 more listed in their war scroll. Whenever a unit of Liberators makes a hit roll against them 5 more, they add 1 to their scores. Ooh, cool. So they're going to be great for getting rid of the big beasties as in here. Proseccos, Prosecutors. So we got this, their abilities. I'll read these later on. Paired Celestial Hammers. Herald of Righteousness. Prosecco's wings allow them to charge further than normal infantry models and may attempt to charge if they're within 18 inches instead of 12. Avery Stalkers, so we just got a war scroll for these. Yeah, that's fine. And the game is the Warrior Chamber Descends. So, have a look. Yeah, so it's back to just a battle plan, kind of like this, what we've got in this one. Dreadblade Harrow, 10 Chain Grasp, 4 Glaive Stalkers, Night Questor, 1 Prosecco, and 4 Liberators. That's 4 Liberaces. So that means to play this game by next week, I have to get these painted up. Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah? Okay, cool. So, and then just the usual stuff here, and this bit won't interest us because we're about to see what's what now. Like this. That's what we've got in here. We've got new Nighthawk Reinforcements. So, ooh, that's what we got. And we got Hangman. Yeah, we have got the Hangman model. I've seen these and I like these. A big sprue of various. I know. Look, they've got Glaive Stalkers. Some. What are these things called? They're going to be called. They're going to just be called Reapers, are they? They're going to be called Bell Scythe Hunter things. I don't know what he's going to be called. The Hangman. I don't know. They've got silly names anyway. They can't just be called Wraiths and Ghosts anymore. Due to GW trying to IP copyright everything, just call them Ghosts and that. But anyway, so looks like we've got more on these Glaive Wraith Stalkers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Got quite a lot of models in this then. 5 of those dudes. God, look at how much bases we've got. That's going to be the big dude, isn't it? And 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Yeah. Wow. Wow, so that's impressive. That's an impressive sprue, isn't it? Get rid of the bases for now. Get rid of the plastic. So this issue comes with a whole host of Nighthawk Reinforcements. With 5 Glaive Wraith Stalkers, 4 Grimghast Reapers, called it. Can't just be called Reapers. And a Lord Executioner to lead them all. Excellent. Then we get some information about the old Lord Executioner himself, as I called him Ted. There's Teddy the Executioner. So I'm quite enjoying these little fluffy bits. Grimghast Reapers, just Grim Reapers really, aren't they? And they're blind. That's cool. There's always lovely artwork in these things. I take the mick, but I do like this. Tyrant. Tynak the Shepherd, Arkis Dram, Mordir, what's that say? Ilfax? Ilfax, I was saying, yes. So there your characters. So we don't get to know, who don't we get to know? We don't get to know this chap here. It's a shame he hasn't been given a name in this. There's 4. So we'll call that one Dave. Realm of Gyron, that's the one we're currently playing games in, so that's pretty cool. Bit of information there about it. The only thing is I'm actually pretty gutted about is I didn't go for the premium things. I didn't know if I was going to like the game or not, and I didn't want to spend, you know, £2 extra a week, effectively almost a tenner a month, or £8, if I wasn't going to like it and like the models. But I kind of wish I did, just to get some Sylvaneth models. The others, and maybe the Ghouls. The Orcs don't interest me, and whatever else was there, the Reavers stuff, that doesn't interest me either. But you know, I might just buy those separate in time. Could be something to buy, something extra for me to buy. So that's it. But anyway, yeah. So we're going to paint some more of these guys. Still not. Don't think these are going to be as advanced as the last issue painting guide. No, still got that real base look. But anyway, War Scrolls for the Lord Executioner. What's he got anyway? What's these? How many attacks he got? Range 1 inch, attacks 3. 3 to hit, 3 to wound, -2 rend, 1 damage. So he's not that much of a beast really. Grimghast Reapers, let's see there, 2 inch with their scythes. -1 rend, 3 damage 1. He's got Death Knell dude's got better. But anyway, Cascaders, I thought we had a War Scroll for those. I could be wrong. Maybe we didn't. And the game is the Spectral Headsman. And again, nice battle plan. Ooh, and this is going to be Lord Executioner, 9 Avery Stalkers. I've got 10 painted up already. And Grimghast Reapers, so it does mean I've got 2 weeks after this video is up to get these painted up. So I'm probably going to need to paint all these up. I mean, they're not too bad to paint, easy enough. So yeah, there's that. Good side, Questor, Castigators, Prosecutor, so I've already got that. So yeah, that's it. There's no point in looking at this because we're going to see it in this video. So next issue, and here it is. Yeah, so it's a paint issue. People complain about getting paints, but I bloody love getting paints because well, is this the same colour as Screaming Bell? I've needed a no, it's not. I needed bronze colour because my bronze colours seem to have gone weird. I mean, I got this, which is similar, but that is just orange inside now. Whereas this is a nice bronze brass colour, so that's great. So pleased with that. I've got that. I need it for other projects. That saved me a ton, you know, money. Saved me money. Next up is Agrax Earthshade. I use a lot of this in things, and I've only got a little titch bottle like this left from ages ago. So only about a quarter of it left, so this much appreciated. I like getting paints. Plus, you know, I've already got all this to paint up so far without it 1 issue to go. Plus, this is not the only game I play. You know, there's Middle Earth stuff to paint up. There's Warhammer stuff to paint up. There's just other games that I play that I've not seen on the channel to paint up. So you know, not having models to paint. Bit of a blessing really. So anyway, what we got in this? Discover Nurgle, the Plague God. Oh, I think we've discovered him already. You've received 2 new paints with this issue. Balthazar Gold and Agrax Earthshade is a darker colour that is used to paint bronze, and basically, yeah, exactly, need that. Agrax Earthshade works well on these gold metal nerves. Yep. Anyway, so we've got Stormcast Eternals, a Thousand Storms Part 4. So obviously continuing there. I'll read that later on. The Realm's Magic in the Mortal Realms Part 2. So he's talking about all the sort of magic stuff. Always a good read. So this is, for me, a really good issue because, yep, there's no models, that's a bonus sometimes for me. Paints bonus, but also a lot looks like it's going in depth into this world that I'm still trying to get my head around. And the Necrocrate, even little upside down pyramid there, which I always have struggle envisioning for some reason. But there we go. Nurgle, God of Plagues. So here we go. It's all about the old Nurgle chat. I feel that's quite apt, really. I got some of those Blight King type dudes in Hammerhell, Shadows over Hammerhell. I've got some of these models. That's pretty cool. Already. Purifying Flames. This is a battles. Did we have one of them in the last issues? I think it's the first one we've had. I like they're reading these little mini battles. That's going to be some sort of Bright Wizard there. Yeah, Bright Wizard's mighty mages who harness the power of flame and fire. 2 paints. Going back to painting the mausoleum. Dead and done. Oh yeah, look at that. That's good. Some good stuff in the battle thing there. So yeah, we're just going to cover. Yeah, it's going to be adding that to the. I'd already painted mine. Wish I had that when I painted mine in colour. But yeah, cool. That's all good. Wizards. Oh, there's no. Of course there isn't. There's no guide putting something together. Of course it's not. But here we go. We're getting into our rules now. So this is interesting. So this is core 4. So you're building up the actual main rules now. And this is wizards. Talking about how they can cast spells. Probably going over in depth now. Rules. Oh, Mystic Shield. Oh, little tutorial on the rules. Oh, I like that. So you can have the rules. But then they're going to expand on it ever so slightly by having this sort of thing. Yeah, I like that. That's good. That's pleased me. Knight Incantor, War Scroll. I imagine he's going to be used in the game. Oh, he has a Spirit Flask and a Spirit Storm. So he has some new spells here, does he? He has some new abilities. Magic, Spirit Storm. He's got a new ability there to read through. Spirit Storm spell, which is covered here. That looks pretty cool. Briar Queen and the Thorns of the Briar War Scroll. So I imagine Skirmish that Hallowstone hold. Oh, I like that. That's a great picture. That is beautiful. And I imagine that is going to involve them. Briar Queen, the Thorns, 10 Chain Rifes, 9 Avery Stalkers, Xandria Azure Bolt, 5 Secretors and 3 Castigators. So no painting for this one. Wish that would have been the first game that I've got to do. So I've got loads of painting to do now. I don't want to look at there yet, so I want to spoil the next issues. But in this one we also have Death 3, Forces of Death, Nagash. It's a cool model, but I do prefer the 90s goofy Nagash. I'm trying to get hold of that goofy Nagash model. I like that, but that is a cool model. It's just not my style. I think that's across the board age of Sigmar models. They're all cool models. I mean, look at them. There's no denying they're objectively cool. I'm just into the more of the simpler aesthetic from the early days of Games Workshop. It's just me, really. It's not to say I don't like these models. I think they're beautiful. I just prefer simpler models. So we got Master of War. I mean, look at, they are nice. When you look at it like this whole spread, I'll get it out. You see that? I mean, that is a beautiful spread. There's no doubt about that. There's that, and on the back it's probably a bit more, yeah. So Manfred von Karstein. How did these? Is there any information I can read where how these come from the old world to this world? Any explanation? Anyway, that is beautiful. So have a read on that, and that is issue 25. Ho ho ho! It's a chunky bit of plastic. It's another terrain sprue. I think this is an Azurite Ruin. Never have too much terrain in these things. I prefer getting terrain to actually models at the moment, because I want to keep my. Prefer it when it's low model count skirmish games. But ho hum, that's just me. Not everyone's like me. I'm weird. But we have that. That's nice. Nice detail. A nice brickwork detail here. I'll try and point out one of my fingers. We'll put some wall sconces here, and even here is engraved, some raised up embossed sort of runes writing of some kind. These are very detailed. So these are all sort of Sigmarine type people on this. Very good, very detailed, very nice detail on that. Put that there. So here is issue 26, Azurite Ruin. Do we get any of these trees? Delve deep into the forest and the realm of life and you explore the ancient Azurite Ruin that comes with this issue. Before the Age of Chaos, many great civilizations existed. So in this we've got Shining Exemplars, Stormcast 1F. So again, it's just going through the different colours you could have on them. Amongst Mere Mortals, Tempest Lords descend from the line of heroic nobles. Okay. Sylvaneth Part 1. So this is all to do with Sylvaneth, and as I said, I'm gonna have to try and get hold of some of these models from this range. Just like this kind of, it does interest me, this faction. All forest and hippie like, kind of like that. It's like the Wood Elves, half of the Wood Elf army from Warhammer split up, so yeah, it does interest me. Fate of Firefang. So this is Battle 15, Battle 15, so another little battle story to read. Read of that. How to build your ruins. Should be fairly straightforward, I would imagine. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. How to paint them. And these ones are going to be lighter in it. I might actually read, this one could be useful for me, because again, I can never get this sort of light colour, so we're going to do it correct right. So is it just white and then Agrax Earthshade over to it? Dry brush white, add some grey in places, dry brush it is, isn't it? I tell you what I'd do though, lads, I would swap these two stages round. So you Agrax Earthshade it, paint over in grey, and then dry brush it all in one go. That's how I do it. That's just me. I'm weird. Movement phase tutorial. Here we go. It's tutorial on how to move. Hopefully I'm getting it, but I will read it because it's always good to have it sunk into my brain skull. Moving on to terrain. I suppose it is not just movement, it is talking about how to move on terrain and covers that. So yeah, I'm into that. Now, how do you pronounce this? Evocators or evocators? What is that, eh? Evocators or evocators? Evocators, evocators. Let me know. Let me know in the description. So A, evocators, or B, evocators. Dread Scythe Harridans. Yeah, so we've already got the models for that. So we get some war scrolls. And the game is lifting the curse, so we are throwing down some terrain in this area here, 3-dimensional terrain, showing exactly where to place terrain features, but only used, but can be used on the blank side of the mat in any places you like. So here we just place them here. So you've got 3 bits here, so you still don't have this bit over here, but you can place it here, by the looks of things. Cool. Battle is Briar Queen, Thorns of the Briar Queen, Dead 10, Dead Scythe Harridans, Alexandra Azure Bolt, Evocator Prime, Evocator Prime, or 3 Sequitors. That's not that many versus that many. Cool. But now we can have a look at a sneak peek of what's coming in the next 2 issues. We've got the Stormsire's Curse Breakers. Aren't they a Underworld's Warhammer Underworld's warband company thing? Cool. If they are, I might just buy the cards for them. I mean, aren't the Briar Queen, isn't she in Warhammer Underworlds? If so, I'm going to get cards for her as well. And I've got 2 warbands. Cool. Let me know if there's any others that have been in this that are in Warhammer Underworlds I've missed. I'm sure it's just those 2, these and Briar Queen. Could be wrong. I'm getting some of these Spirit Hosts. I missed the Nightly Spirit Hosts, but they're pretty cool. And that is it. That's it for this look at the Mortal Realms issues. I've got to get painting. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, guys, take care.